Hey, what's going on, you guys? I know I've been gone for a while, been really busy with school and family stuff and Navy stuff or whatnot. So I'm going to start off nice and easy with something for the kids, and that is the JT Splatmaster Pistol. And I picked this up, obviously. I have a 9-year-old daughter. This was rated for children 9 and up. So I thought, hey, let's get her away from laser tag and Nerf guns and stuff like that, and slowly ease her into paintball, because I want her to enjoy it and not get super hurt and get huge welts from a 68 caliber 300 foot per second paintball and then be like, wow, this is no fun, and then just not want to do it ever again. So in an attempt to ease her into a fun and easy learning experience, I picked up a package on ans.com, which came with, I think it was like $50 shipped or something like that, and it came with 2 pistols, a bag of 1,000 balls, and a little plastic grenade thing that you can put the balls in and then open it up and then reload like that. But I found that this is actually kind of redundant. It's actually quicker to reload by putting 7 paintballs in your hand and then just loading in the magazine that way. So we keep this because she thinks it's kind of cool that it's a grenade and stuff, but yeah, it's actually not that practical. So this is my first video using my new camera. I sold the GoPro that I had been shooting my previous videos with, and I now have the Eye, which I got on GearBest for I think like $100. And it's amazing. It shoots in 4K, so hopefully this video resolution's a lot crisper. It also has a whole slew of features my old GoPro didn't have. For example, an LCD screen in the back so I can actually see my shot before I upload it. It also has amazing built-in slow motion features. The only thing I can think is that the audio might not be as good, but I also have a plug-in microphone for it. So this is just to test the audio for it to see if it's as trash as I think it is, and if it is, then I will eventually be using my plug-in USB microphone for my future videos. So I've got everything laid out here on my ottoman here, and this is what you're going to get. The box shows a young gentleman here, and there's a pistol, a rifle, a shotgun, and like a sniper rifle or something like that. And the pistol just seemed like it was the most practical. It's smallest for kids running around, stuff like that. It says it shoots up to 100 feet per second. We'll shoot a couple over the chrono. I feel like it shot very inconsistent. Some shots were like maybe 60 foot per second, and then some might have peaked at 100, if that. It shoots pretty slow, but it's fine. It's for children 9 and up, so obviously it's for kids. You're not going to be playing seriously with this or anything. I will say their marketing and advertising was very good for this. I watched some YouTube videos of slow motion kids running through bunkers, these little inflatable air bunkers, which they also sell on ANS for like 10 or 15 bucks, and they're pretty small. As you see, they're like waist high on a child, so maybe up to like the knees of an adult. They're small little bunkers. You couldn't actually use them for legit paintball. I think a real paintball would actually pop it or something. But anyway, you get this basic little box. Pretty sturdy, high resolution pictures. So we got 2 of those, obviously. 2 guns with the package. They each come with this very waxy target that you can use for target shooting, and then it just hoses right off. Clean it off for the next time. You have an instruction manual, which is very basic. It's no color, black and white, very basic, and it just harps on safety, obviously, because it is for children. So it came with this filled to the gills, which I believe had 50 paintballs in it, and this does not use 68 caliber paintballs. This uses 50, which is significantly smaller, as you can see. So to make sure we had plenty of paintballs, I bought 2 of these 500 count bags of 50 caliber paintballs that go with it. They are brand name JT. There's other companies out there that have 50 caliber paintballs. I just felt like this would probably work well with it, considering it's the same company. So this had 50 in it, and you slide this little stem up, and then you can pour it in, but it's much easier to reload. It's faster and easier just to put 7 paintballs in your hand and then dump them in the magazine. So you're also going to get a barrel block, which we didn't use these at all when we were playing. I just teach her proper safety to, put the gun in safe when she's not shooting it, and don't point it at people's faces, don't shoot at the dog, typical kid stuff, whatever. It also comes with this cleaning swab. It doesn't come with any cotton or pads, but it does come with the plastic cleaning barrel cleaning swab, which I thought, you know, would be pretty unnecessary because it's not using gas or it doesn't take oil or anything like that. But we actually broke a couple balls in her gun, and then I think mine jammed, locked a couple times, which is ridiculous. I thought these things would be extremely reliable considering they're just spring-based or whatever. So we'll head back over to the bench, and then I'll show you some of the features of this puppy. Alright, back on the bench here. So we bought two of them, and as you see, this one does not have the assisted cocking lever, and this one does. You know, children, they're not quite as strong, and they might be difficult for them to cock it back. So as a assist for them, you can put on this little bar, and that allows them to get a good grip on it and cock it back. And you have to pull it back and then push it forward. And even just after 2 days of play, they're already not sliding very well, and they jam up pretty frequently. And we didn't drop them or do anything crazy with them. We were just playing normally, target shooting, and, you know, taking long shots at each other and stuff like that. So I don't understand quite, I guess because they're just built so cheaply. But you have safety here. You have a safety button here. Push it in. You see red, you're dead, that whole thing. So safety works good. You have an orange tip, and it's also blue, so you're not going to get, your child's not going to get gassed by the police in the middle of the street or anything like that. It's got a little Picatinny rail on there, which is kind of cool. There's no accessories. You could, I guess you could mount airsoft accessories on there, but it's not really worth it, I don't think. Trigger feels good in the hand. For an adult hand, I mean, this will fit any hand. You could have a bunch of bananas for fingers, or a bunch of bratwurst, and you're still going to be able to grab this puppy just fine. So that's cool. What I did, I would shoot it like a rifle. It's got a very basic little 3-point dot system, nothing special. But in order for me to get a little more accuracy, I was shooting it like a rifle. Plus, I'm used to actually paintballing, so I tried to use it like a real paintball gun, and yeah, so that works. So the magazine release is right here, as it is on most real pistols. Press it and it drops out. As you can see, there's paint on there. Like I said, we broke a couple balls on there. I have not cleaned them since we played. So in order to reload, you pull down on this tab here and lock it into place. If you can see that. You know, I'm going to use the other magazine. Maybe it's a little bit cleaner for you guys. Nope, this one's fucking dirty too, and there was a paintball in there too. I'm glad I wasn't pointing it at my eye or anything. That was my mistake for not checking if it was clear and safe first. But here's a close-up of the 50 caliber paintballs from JT. So anyway, in order to load them, you lock this tab down, and then there's a little lever there. You pull that down, it lets you drop in 7 balls from the top, and then when you're done, you do not need to put this back into place. You just put it in the gun, and it will automatically enter the first ball into the breech. So there's that. So overall, did this accomplish the goal that I bought it for, which was to have a good time with my child and get her into paintball easily? I would say yes, we had a good time, but from a reliability standpoint, I mean, even after 1 day of play, it was already starting to have issues, which I thought was pretty frustrating. Also, the capacity is 7, which is pretty low. So you're constantly having to load it for her. She can load it herself, but it takes forever. So I was, you know, loading both guns, mine and hers. And it's also pretty hard to cock, even with this thing. It's, you know, it's not a very smooth operation, which I don't understand because it doesn't have any crazy spring in it or anything. It's only shooting like between 60 and 100 foot per second. So, you know, it's a little much to cock it. So I can't cock it back right now because it's already ready to go. There might be a paintball in here. I'll just shoot at a pillow or something in my room, and yeah, actually I'll shoot it out and back for you. We'll load it up and we'll shoot over the chrono, and then shoot at some targets, shoot at some trees, shoot at my shed, stuff like that, and you'll be able to get a pretty good idea for the type of velocity you're going to get with it. It's obviously nothing extreme. You're not going to be going out with your buds or anything like that, but it's good for children, or that's pretty much it, children. Alright, so it's pretty muggy out here. There's not really great lighting. We're experiencing some pretty bad rainstorms recently here in northern Florida. And also my chrono is not recognizing the JT Splatmaster as a real weapon here, so it's not getting any readings, but we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shoot both JT pistols here and show you guys what it'd be like. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take some long shots here. That broke. Bounce. Didn't even make it to the fence. Bounce. But as you can see, it's not very accurate or reliable. Oh, that's nice. So my verdict here, they're not very reliable, they're not very accurate, there's no consistency in the shot. Some go very far, some not so much, some balls break, some bounce. I mean, it's 50-50 on if your ball's gonna break or bounce, and that's hitting a fence. If you hit somebody's clothing or, you know, skin even, it's probably gonna bounce. It's very weak. I don't even think it goes 100 feet per second as advertised. Hindsight, I wish I would have bought the shotgun, not the pistol, because that seems like it'd be easier for a child to cock back because you're using like your whole hand, not just pulling that little tiny slide. And I'm just pretty disappointed with the reliability. However, they were cheap, and you know, if you just want to run around and target shoot or you know, have a good time with your kids in the backyard, I can't say that it's a bad buy, as it did accomplish its goal.